What is going on, everyone? I am back once again, and today I'm going to be showing you guys a Toon Relinquished deck I've been using lately, and I think it's pretty fun to use, so let's get right into the deck list. So, running 2 Relinquish, 2 Senjus to search out my 2 Relinquish, 1 Sonic Bird, because I only have 1 Sonic Bird, and he looks a little mean right there, look at his little eyes. Alright, 1 Sonic Bird, 2 Black Illusion Rituals that Sonic Bird can search out, 1 Sphere Karibo in case we happen to use him and I can use him as ritual food, 3 Toon Summon Skulls, 2 Skelangels for drawing power, and I like to use Skelangels because it's a flip effect, so I can set them, and then if they don't get attacked next turn, I can flip them, and then I can just tribute them with Toon Summon Skull, or I can use Relinquish Ritual to get them off the field. 2 Crystal Seers, and again, same thing as Skelangel, I like it that it's a flip effect. 2 Super Rush Headlongs, 2 Enemy Controllers, and 2 Interdimensional Matter Transporters, and 1 Windstorm. So, the 2 enemy controllers are so I can tribute take the enemy's monster if they have more than 1 on the field, and then I can use that one for the ritual food, and then that gets 1 less monster on the field for them. And Interdimensional Matter Transporter, in case Relinquished is on the field and he has a weak monster under his control, I can Interdimensional Matter Transporter him and then suck up my opponent's stronger monster. So that's basically the explanation for the deck list. I'm also running Toon World skill with this deck, so I can get Toon Summon Skull on the field, obviously. And here is the first replay I have for you guys. It is going to be Pegasus against Velian Crowler. Dr. Velian Crowler, sorry. Sometimes they take offense when you don't call them doctor. And this was a pretty interesting duel. Definitely had to make some plays here. Definitely got lucky in a few situations. And the heart of the cards definitely came through for me at a few points in this duel. So, we open up with a semi-okay starting hand for this type of deck that we're running. And he's obviously running middle-aged mechs, and I'm running Toon World. The only downside about this deck is as soon as Toon World gets destroyed, your only win con is Relinquished, so that's kind of a big downside. And I decided to play it safe here and just set Crystal Seer because I don't want to suck up a face-down card. He summons Ancient Gear Soldier. It's a 1600 attack monster. I don't really want to suck that up either, so I might have to wait until he gets a stronger monster. I'm going to pick up Sphere Karibo, and I'm not going to pick up Toon Mermaid. We're going to draw into an enemy controller. So we have 2 enemy controllers set, and we still basically have the ritual for Relinquished in our hand because we have Sonic Bird. We're going to have to go ahead and econ him early, and we're going to get dealt 1600 life points of damage turn 6. So we ended up drawing a Crystal Seer, which is perfect. And we're going to summon our Sonic Bird. We're going to get our Black Illusion Ritual. We're going to econ take the weaker monster, the one that we don't want to suck up. We're going to take him. We're going to use him as the ritual food. We're going to get Relinquished out. And that's a pretty good start. We've already gotten rid of 1 of his monsters. And then he econ takes my Relinquished, so then that's 2 of his monsters. And that ended up helping us out a lot because that was Yomi ship, and if we would have sucked up his monster and attacked into Yomi ship, we would have actually died. So, he ended up helping us out a lot, and I'm going to Interdimensional Matter Transporter, Relinquish. This is where this comes in handy, and he ends up hitting us for 1800, but luckily I have a Sphere Karibo, so he can't do any more damage. So our next draw is Interdimensional Matter Transporter again, which is kind of okay, but kind of not. Definitely would have rather seen like an enemy controller or a Super Rush here, but he ends up having a Twister set face down, and he ends up twistering the Ancient Gear Beast that I just sucked up. So he pays 500 life points and twisters the Ancient Gear Beast, and now I definitely do not need him to draw a monster, and thankfully he does not. So I Interdimensional Matter Transport, Relinquished at the beginning of the turn. We get Crystal Seer's effect to pop, and we're going to go ahead and pick up a Windstorm just in case we need to stall him out. any longer. Interdimensional Matter Transporter pops back, and we're going to be able to suck up his Ancient Gear Knight. We get Toon Mermaid. We're going to set her on the field just for more defense. We're going to get him, and enemy controllers switches my Relinquished to defense. He should have Econ took there, because I can just switch Relinquish right back to attack mode, because I did not change Relinquish's battle position during that turn. So that was a mistake on his part, and he just ends up forfeiting because he has no more monsters. So that was the first duel replay. Let's get into the next duel replay. This duel replay was against a Blue Eyes Seto Kaiba deck, and I think the thing about Relinquished is that if you draw really well the entire match, you're going to be okay. But if you start off with an opening starting hand, you're going to be really far behind, and it's not going to be worth you continuing the duel because you're just going to have a hard time trying to catch up to these people when they have like 3 face downs and you cannot really get rid of them with Relinquish. You just have to kind of wait there and let them attack into you. So we opened up with 2 Toon Summon Skulls, a Crystal Seer, and Black Illusion Ritual. So we're going to set Crystal Seer, obviously, so we can get some draw power. He sets his card, so what we're going to do here is hope that we draw a Relinquish somehow so we can get the effect off. And we're going to summon Sonic Bird so we can get another Black Illusion Ritual. We're going to flip Crystal Seer, hoping that we get a Relinquished, and it's Toon Mermaid, and we get a Super Rush. So we do not get a Relinquished. And this is the good thing about flip effects. They don't have to be destroyed to trigger. And now I can just summon a Toon Summon Skull with for Crystal Seer, so it's not a 100 attack monster on the field waiting to be destroyed. So it appears that he's going to get a Blue Eyes out on the field, and that is exactly what he's going to do because Kidmodo Dragon's effect pops. But we have a Super Rush protecting us right now, although that is a really strong Blue Eyes, hoping that he does not get another monster, and he ends up ending his turn because I think he thinks that I have a Mirror Wall. So luckily we get a Senju, we get Relinquished. We're going to end up tributing Senju for Relinquished, and we're going to be able to suck up his Blue Eyes. And I don't know what his face down card was because it was never activatable this entire duel, and he just never really used it, honestly. And it's not even activatable. Go in with Toon Summon Skull, and there you have it. That is a very quick win. I think that was like a minute-long duel. And our next duel is against Yami Yugi, so I saved the throwback anime duel for last. Definitely wanted to showcase this one. I'm not really sure what this Yami Yugi... this Yami Yugi was running Geminis. That's what he was running. He was running Geminis. This was a very interesting duel because he looked like he was going to win for a while, and he probably thought he was going to win, honestly. He was running a really good deck, in my opinion, and I'd like to try and run something similar to this in the future. But we open up with a Relinquished, a Black Illusion Ritual, another Relinquished, and a Windstorm. Kind of not what you want to open up with. You want to have some kind of monster, and we get Crystal Seer, which is good. And I set the Windstorm in case he gets one too many monsters on the field, and I am glad I did that because this would have been game right here. He ends up polymerizationing, and I was like, what are you polymerizationing right now? And he sends off he gets a Super Alloy Beast, and he sets down a Blaze Wing, and then he gets his Gearfried back, and he flips over his face down. So at this point, I'm like, okay, we're Windstorming. No questions asked, we're Windstorming this. I'm not about to let him destroy that because I need it as a ritual food. And now at this point, we are hoping that we can get something good, and we kind of do. We get a Toon Summon Skull, so that might help us. And we ritual, we sack off the Crystal Seer, we summon Relinquished, and we're going to take the Gearfried because that's the strongest monster. We're going to get him, shuck him up, and we're going to set our Skelengel just in case he pulls some kind of shenanigans, but he doesn't. And we end up drawing a Toon Summon Skull. We flip over Skelengel, we get an Econ, we're going to econ take his Featherizer, and we're going to use it as a tribute for Toon Summon Skull. So now we have a direct attack, and that's going to be 2,800. And then he's just going to quit. So that was the video for today, guys. Please let me know if you liked it. Leave a comment below saying what you want to see next, and I'll see you next time.